Here we go, baby. All gas, no brakes. 9 to hot boys, baby. And we reppin' like the 80s. Let's go. Santana. Touchdown, Depot in the slot. This is my end zone. Give me everything you got. Defense, hit him with that Cosa Nostra. Quan Alexander, this dance, Nick Bosa. 49er Empire, 49er Empire. This is for the fan base, die hard, set by. Stand up, 09 to the heart, baby. Paul Lord back in Candlestick Park. Levi, CI, represent knee-high. Gold-blooded since the embryo, yeah, I'll be Lehigh. D4, the mayhem, sweets and some vino. Sideline hustle, big homie Alvarino. Feel no pressure if they really want to tangle. Ass icky, shuffle, up, lock, button, bangles. 2-minute drill, everything is dandy. Huddle up winners, isn't that John Candy? I'm hot boys, not a hot boys, baby. Empire, and we reppin' like the 80s. Not a hot boys, baby. Empire, and we reppin' like the 80s. My team got
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, faithful? What's going on, faithful? It is your boy, Niner Sickness, coming to you live. I apologize for a lot of confusion, whether we're going live or not going live. We decided to go live. We are not completely set up with the equipment that we want to play with, but we're going to rock it anyway. With no further ado, let me bring in my boys, and they can say, "Oh my goodness!" Start over again. I sound like a retard. Sorry about that. Let me bring in my boys real quick. Give me a second. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, Beto?
I need help, bro. I lost it for a minute. You're live, brother. Say hello, everybody. Everybody's saying hello to you.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Yeah, let me bring in our boy, Mr. Boston Hater himself. What's up, Boston Hater?
What's happening, fellas?
What's up?
What's going on, everybody?
Big shout out to our bro E-Man, man. I don't know if he can make it tonight, but big shout out to Eric, man. He ain't on tonight probably, but we're going to hold it down for our brother Eric.
Yes, we are. What's up, everyone? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you guys are having a great Monday. Like I said before, I apologize for a little bit of confusion, whether we were going live or not. But we are here tonight. We're going to talk football, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. So before we begin, guys, what's up? Well, how was your guys' weekend?
Pretty good.
Mine was super busy.
Quiet, but pretty good.
Yeah. Super busy, man. Super busy.
What you've been doing now, Mike?
Man, I was in driving all over Central Florida, man, doing some brand new construction homes. So I have 2 buyers, man. So trying to close out these deals and convert them.
And for all those that don't know, a lot of you guys already know, but just to keep you informed that our boy Florida Mike, not only is he a Niner host here on the Niner Sickness podcast, but he is also a realtor, and one hell of a realtor he is, man. So if you're ever looking for any type of property in the Florida area, or I'm pretty sure anywhere, he can definitely help you himself or send you to the right direction of which way to go. So if you have any questions about realty, hit him up. He will take care of you. Tell him a little bit more about that, Mike.
Hey, absolutely, man. And since I'm a Niner fan, man, you already know if I'm going to help you get a brand new home, it got to be red and gold in the man cave. You know what I'm saying? Or if the ladies want their pantry, that can be red and gold attire too, for all I care. So, but no, I help do, I work with a lot of investors too. So Orlando, Florida is where I'm living, but I can help you get a brand new home anywhere in the state of Florida, from the Panhandle to the Keys. And if you want to invest in Orlando, check it out. Forbes even had an article about Orlando being the number 1 city in America for second investment homes, because there's so much tourism here. You can own a property, rent it out to the tourists, and make you some little change on the side. So keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? You could be out of state, out of country, and own a home here.
You heard it from Mike himself. Most definitely. And if you ever want somebody to get slapped or beat up, hit up Mr. Boston Hater. He is our Niner Sickness podcast Hitler.
I don't know. It went blank. I don't know if Beto's still on. He had me talk a little bit about real estate, and then it went quiet.
Hey, well, we're live, so we're good.
We're live.
I don't know what happened with him, but
So we'll keep it going. But
Yeah.
hey, on to the 49er talk though, man. You know what I mean?
You know what?
Check out my business
Mike,
page, MikePJackson.com for more info. But anyway, go ahead, bro, Nick.
there's one thing I'd like to hit before we go on to this because it's a topic. It has to do with the times today, and it's hitting home for me right now.
Oh,
Yeah. Last Monday, I tested positive for COVID-19, and fortunately for me and my wife both tested positive. Uh, Neither one of us are having any symptoms, so that's a blessing in and of itself. But just to let people know that you know this is not something to take lightly. It is out there, and I've been isolated for the last week. And we'll be isolated for another week before they will clear me to go back to business as usual. So when I say been a quiet weekend because it's not like I can really go anywhere. I'm having people deliver food to the house with the non-contact delivery where they knock on the door and disappear, and then you just grab what's at the door. So, you know, really, I just want to tell people you need to take the necessary precautions. Try to do the best you can not to contact this virus. Yeah, it's you know, I've been very fortunate, but there are people that are a lot less fortunate. So, me and my wife are doing just fine. Uh, no other family members to this point have they've all tested negative. We've had you know, my grandchildren, my you know, daughter-in-law, people that we've been around. We've we've checked with them and they are all negative. They've tested since we've tested, and so everything's good there. But you know, you just got to be careful, people. I just want to reiterate that I was in a bad spot from the start. You know, I work in an environment that does not allow for you to be, um, to separate yourself from it, even though you know I probably have a lot less contact than most people working there. So that tells you that what kind of nasty environment it is. And I'm 99% certain that if I contacted it, it was at work. So um, just want to put this out there because I feel like, some people really don't take this serious. And, I just want to put out that a lot of people are losing lives to this. It's not some ridiculous percentage, but when you look at the number of lives, it's a lot of people. Be careful, people. That's all I got to say.
I agree. Can you guys hear me and see me again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, man, just to kind of echo on what Boston Hater's saying is do your part, man. In a situation like him that he couldn't avoid it, he still, he was able to contract it. Whatever you can, wash your hands, wear a mask. I know it's uncomfortable. Nobody likes masks, but wear your mask. Try to keep your social distance 6 feet away. And if you don't have to go somewhere where there's a lot of people, that's probably the best bet is try to stay away from crowded areas the best you can. If we all do our part, hopefully that we can get by this quickly and see where it goes, man. But yeah, so keep on Boston Hater in prayer, man. Keep him in your prayers. He's doing good. He didn't get it that bad, but like you said, everybody's different. Just because he has it and he's able to do a show and still look as handsome as he is, doesn't mean that you're going to be able to look as good as he does with it. So take care of yourself. A little too far there, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well. I said it, so it's already there. What's up, Eric? Let me say hello, everybody. As we go on, let me just acknowledge everyone watching. Martin Rodriguez, what's going on? Kevin What's going on? Ismael Ortiz, Anna Davis. Hello, Brian. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Donald. Welcome. Adam, welcome. Michael Kelvin, welcome. Felix, welcome. David Williams, welcome. Vera Bonella, welcome. Michael, Tom Michael, welcome. Lucky, welcome. Kachu Sparsa, welcome. Let's see some of your names. I don't want to read in double. And Eric Boss, welcome to the show, guys. We're gonna have a great time. So, what do you guys want to start off? You guys want to start off with injuries?
Got to start off with injuries.
Go ahead. Since we started, go ahead and take off with it, Boston Hater, and then we'll go ahead and go to give it to Mike.
Yeah. So our most recent injuries are D Ford and most notable, I should say, D Ford and the rookie Brandon Ayuk. Both had calf. Calf is for D Ford.
And hamstring.
Had a hamstring.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any real updates to it. We don't know how severe they are. We're still waiting for more updates. It's just right now, this is probably the primary reason why I hate practice. I want guys to get through. I want the regular season games to matter. I want them to be out there giving their all, trying to bring us a sixth Lombardi. And, they're out here getting hurt in team drills, most specifically a veteran like D Ford with an injury history. I really hate seeing him out there at all. So anyway, I'm hoping that we can get past this and he can get himself back together and ready for the season so we can get after it.
I got to remind myself to do that. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I try to cut the fan noise and the bird noise in the background as much as I can when you guys are talking, so I apologize. So yeah, we definitely gotta just hope for their quick recovery and get back on the field, man, because we are running slim on receivers. But unfortunately, injury is part of football, man. And the next man up. Hopefully the next man up steps up and does what they need to do, and we'll continue. But if anything, I know Kyle Shanahan will find a way to take advantage of what we have at hand. Let me bring in Mike and have Mike add to that. Mike, what do you want to add to injuries report?
Well, man, like I always say, man, I mean, it is what it is at this point. You don't want to see guys get hurt. But we got Trent Taylor. We got Pettis now. This is more reps for them. So I'm a firm believer when somebody goes down, there's more opportunity for that man to show what he's capable of doing. And that's what they got to do. They got to step in and step up.
Yeah, I agree 100%. They need to definitely step up. Have you guys heard anything with Kayla Williams? Is he any better? Is he still out? How long is he going to be out by any chance?
No, I don't have any
heard
word
anything
on
about him as far as his update.
Okay.
But nor I couldn't hear Mike at all, by the way.
Can you hear him now? You can't hear Mike?
No.
Mike, can you hear?
Yo, I can't see or hear Boston Hater.
Hey, Mike, can you hear me though?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, come back in, Mike, real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I think what happens, maybe when I put you guys single,
yeah,
it disconnects, and I'm gonna leave it like this.
Yeah, maybe not.
Oh, I hate when I don't. Give me a second, real quick. Hopefully, I don't cut off G and takes me off of 5G. I hate when it does that. And I just put myself back on 5G.
Okay.
What's
bada
up,
bing,
Mike?
Bada bang, I'm back. Bang, bang.
Sorry about that. All right, we'll keep it like this.
We'll keep the round table discussion going. Let's get it.
Uh, so who do you think needs to step up right now?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Sure.
Everybody.
Uh, Dante Pettis and Kendrick Bourne looks like is going to be our week 1 starters.
I don't like the sound of that, but yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, neither. And then I've been hearing, hearsay, but I'm hearing that Brandon Ayuk won't come back probably until week 4.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows?
Too
Yeah,
early. They're supposed to be running more tests on him, from what I'm hearing. So we'll see when that's all out there.
It just seems like we get hit with this injury bug more than everybody. It's I mean, I don't wish injury on nobody, man, but like, what about our division rivals? Are they getting hit like this? Like, what are we doing that we're like? Why are they so healthy and we're not? It's like this last year. It's like this year. Like, what are we doing so much of?
Well, I won't say that last year. There was one of our division rivals that really took it hard, and that was Seattle. They were hiring people off of, pulling them out of retirement, taking them off the couch to get them out there to run the football. So,
yeah,
yeah, they had it bad.
Well, I'm saying at this point of the season, like before the season starts, like it seems like I'm not talking about during the season. I'm talking about before the season. Seems like we get more injuries than everybody for some reason.
Yeah, we've had some terrible luck ever since Harbaugh's last year. We've had some terrible luck with injuries, and I can't put my finger on it. We've changed our strength and conditioning group completely since then, and I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but I would like to get back to that string that we had for those 3 years with Harbaugh. His first 3 years, we had hardly no significant injuries. There was very few.
yeah. This injury bug is getting on my nerves, man. It affects everything. What you're trying to do, the game plan that he's trying to implement with certain players that he's trying to run it with, and it's frustrating. And I haven't heard anything in the Rams. I haven't heard anything in Seattle this year. I haven't heard anything with the Cardinals. I don't know if it's our training and conditioning staff, but I know we fired the ones before and we hired new ones, and we're still fine. I don't know if it's just they're training too hard or they're working them too hard or what the case may be, but it seems like every year we're always dealing with a name going down, whether it's during the game or during practice. But it's definitely very, very frustrating to continue to hear them. And it's like we go into every practice, like practice is over. I don't even care how good they did. No injuries, I'm good. So it's
All practice is good for to be injury free going into the beginning of the season.
yeah. So it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating to deal with injuries, but it is what it is, man. Next man has to step up. So you guys looking forward to week 1? It's coming up pretty soon against the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. We keep getting thinner and thinner.
Yeah.
It's gonna make it tough. I mean, Arizona is already a tough out for us. So, being thin at wide receiver does not help.
I mean, it's good that we can run the ball, but when you have receivers out there and then you choose to run is one thing. When you're forced to run because you don't have receivers, it's a whole different situation, man. So they can bring in. They know that you're not gonna throw the ball on them, so they can bring in 8 in the box, and that makes it a little bit more difficult. But what's your thoughts, Mike, on the first game? If we continue the pace that we're going, what do you foresee against the Cardinals week 1?
I mean, injuries are definitely a factor, but at the end of the day, man, look, these guys are all professional athletes. They have a system. You just got to play your part and execute. Bottom line, if they want to start the box and anticipating us to run, then that's great because our passing game is going to have to make them respected enough to where they're going to have to pull back. So if they're going to give us one-on-ones, then we take advantage. Pettis, this is your opportunity to shine. Trent Taylor, this is your opportunity to show what you can do. this is opportunity. So the funny thing is, these two guys have been pretty much null and void the last couple seasons. So it's like, okay, now you got an opportunity. If there's no Debo first game, if there's no Ayuk first game, you two guys in particular have an opportunity to step up. Jared McKinnon got an opportunity to step up and get more. So this is just more opportunity for these guys that probably need confidence builder to show that they can do it. And if they get this confidence week one, that might give us some more depth going forward if they can perform at the level that we anticipate them to. Because, hey, we picked Pettis at a high pick, and Trent Taylor is supposedly good in the slot. So let's see what they got.
Yeah, if we ever have to get in a position to run some 11 personnel, Trent Taylor is the guy in the slot.
I'm going to say this too. Like, this is the whole point in drafting quality. This is the whole point in accumulating depth. When you get injuries and your key guys are not available for a few games, especially with a division matchup in the opener, this is why we draft well and don't give up our draft picks. I'm going to say it again. This is why we don't give up draft capital. Are y'all listening? We do not give up draft capital because a lot of the big brand name guys, you wouldn't have had these extra receivers at quality that we're hoping that they bring. So I'm saying the fact that we have Taylor, Pettis, we have this draft capital to have depth. And if they're quality depth, they're going to do fine. We don't need them to be great. They just need to be able to take pressure so the run game can execute. And if they can make them respect the pass game just enough, well, our run game is still there.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. Some other teams love to give away their draft picks, but they're very valuable to to teams, man. I mean, we don't bring in those big old names that they bring in, but you're right. If they don't get hurt, then that's a good thing. But if they get hurt and you don't have the depth behind that particular position, you're going to find yourself in a whole world of trouble. And we just got to hope that the ones that we do have backing up Ayuk and backing up Debo just need to step up. These guys are pros now. They got to step up and do their thing and play. And I think we'll be fine.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, if I'm Pettis, I would come out here kind of like, all right, this is my time to shine. I'm putting this week one, and I'm gonna show these guys who I am. I'm gonna show them why I was drafted high as a receiver. Because look, man, Pettis has had. I don't care, man. I might be one of the few. I'm not giving up on Pettis. I still believe Pettis can be a factor for this team. I understand that he's been in the doghouse, but look, he's had some highlights and he had some moments. Let's not forget the last time we played Arizona. Ironically, he stepped up in some plays, made a couple plays. I think he scored touchdown. So he has some moments and flashes where you see the potential. As long as he can bring it consistently, he will be a factor. Because Pettis, like I said, man, there's something about him that I've seen flashes from. I'm not giving up. I've seen his flashes. So we all can look at his downside. We also need to look at the flashes and potential he has. And I believe that he still has enough in him to do something. Now he's going to be forced to step up. So this is a make or break, momentum for Pettis, in my opinion. This is going to force him. There is no pressure to start if these guys are not available week one. You are going to be the guy. You have to step up. And if he can't take the mantle now, then win.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm talking about Pettis. I don't know if you guys seen Pettis when he spoke to the media, but doesn't he kind of portray a little bit that he's a little bit on the sensitive side where if he gets yelled at or if he gets criticized in a certain situation by the coach, he can take it way too personal and he can get it all into his feelings. And I just perceived that from him. What's your thoughts on that?
He was very clear that that's the way he is. And he had to sit down with Kyle, and supposedly he's past it. That's his story when he was talking. So let's see if that's the case. And he says he's more focused, and that's gonna show on game day if that's true.
And one of the things that I like about Kyle Shanahan said is that he needs to, he's so used to saying certain things to players a certain way to get them to push them, to motivate them, to get the best out of them. But I guess he's realizing with certain players, he has to just address the same issue, but come at it in a different way. But it's hard for him. I know. I know it's if you're a certain, yeah, I know. I don't know about what you guys' thoughts on that. It's when you have to kind of tone your way down to kind of not want to hurt somebody's feelings. I don't know. I think football is like the military. Can you imagine them being in the military and okay, and you can't yell at them or straighten up. Can you please straighten up? Like,
You are a second round draft pick and an NFL football professional. Do your job.
come
And
on now.
guess what? If you do your job, you won't get yelled at.
Yeah,
Forget that dude.
I mean,
Man up.
yeah, that's the key word, man up. You make a mistake, you're going to get chewed out, especially by your positional coach and your head coach.
Come on, I got it in high school and in junior college. I mean, it happens. So what?
Learn from it, right? And
Yeah.
if you don't like that way, if you don't like the way you get yelled at, how do you correct that? Don't screw up.
There you go.
Take care.
I mean, this just goes, man. If that is the case, from what Brother Nate was just speaking about him coming out saying they moved past that, if that's the case, I mean, then that obviously shows that last year was a mental lapse with him and confidence problem more than his skill. Honestly, man, I don't care what people say about Pettis. His skill level is not an issue to me. The
Yeah.
dude shown the ability to play on this level in this
Yep.
league, and he can play for the San Francisco 49er football.
Yes. Yeah.
His confidence and mental makeup, on the other hand, is what holds him back. And it's like he probably has more self-doubt because you got to think about it, bro. He came in, he didn't really take off like he wanted, and there's probably some chatter around, who knows, seeing Debo take off and then getting a lot more tick, and he's on the sideline as a competitor. That does something to you. So it's either going to force you to step up and say, I'm taking this, or it's going to make you retreat and play conservative. So here's what I say. Again, if Pettis is really, really believes in himself, screw what the coaches got to say, screw what his teammates say, screw the media. This is about Dante Pettis. If I'm Pettis, I have the gall, and it's easy as fans to say this because when you're out there, bro, in front of people and expectations are high, it's challenging, man. Especially if you play sports. I'm an athlete, I understand, but that should push the hell out of you, bro, to say I'm giving it my all, because what happens when you get off that field, you can't go back and undo that when you get poor effort. The worst thing you could do is go home knowing you didn't give it your all because you were afraid of failure. And if Pettis has the confidence, the mental makeup, just enough, Pettis can be a good receiver, bro. I'm not saying gonna come out here and be all world, but look, I believe in Pettis. I'll say it on this show. I believe in Pettis to excel this year. If he plays with discipline and focus and confidence, I believe he can beat a lot of these guys and surprise people. And people are going to say, damn, where was this at? Because their expectations of him are low. I didn't forget when we played Minnesota week 1 when he first came there, he got some separation. He caught some balls. I remember George Kittle dropping the ball in that game, but I remember Dante Pettis scoring.
Yep.
You know what I mean? People forget about that. George Kittle dropped ball, but Dante Pettis scored. I remember against Arizona last year he scored. He came in clutch moments. I can't remember if it was the Steelers game last year too. Did he score?
Yes. He actually
scored in the clutch.
He won us the game. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Pittsburgh.
So, yeah, let's not forget that Dante Pettis had big moments in some clutch situations where he actually showed the ability. So as long as the ability's there, I'm confident that this dude can play. I'm not worried about it, bro. He just needs to. I'm just more focused on his confidence. And let's not forget, we got Jordan Reed and George Kittle still. It ain't like our whole receiving game is just off. We still got 2 tight ends now. We got an extra tight end. It's going to be interesting. If Jordan Reed is healthy, he's going to help. He's going to help, bro. Kyle Shanahan is the offensive genius to where we're going to make up and hide our weaknesses and show some different type of strengths. And we still got Juszczyk, Beto's boy. So let's not forget.
He is my boy now.
Do not forget Jared McKinnon.
Exactly. And Trent Taylor. Like, there's so many. Like, we're coming in here. Oh, we don't have our Ayuk and Debo. It's over. Like, man, look. Next man up. We have a system. We have a system and a scheme that can make people utilize. As long as they execute, we will be fine. So now the question is, can Trent Taylor and Dante Pettis do enough to help our tight ends and run game? That's all we need to know.
And quite frankly, they've both shown flashes,
Mm-hmm.
especially Trent Taylor in year 1.
Exactly.
He shows that he can play on this level and has shown that he can play on this level. Pettis has only shown flashes.
Exactly.
He hasn't shown consistency. Trent
Nope, not
Taylor
at all.
in a small window showed straight up consistency.
Yeah,
He has. I agree.
yeah, he's
I'm
yeah.
confident in him. Let's go, man. Dante Pettis, I'm rooting for you, damn it. So come on, man. Don't let me down.
But that's a valid point you made too, Mike. Is that with Dante Pettis, he has a skill set, even though he's shown a couple of flashes here and there. And I agree with Nate regarding Trent. He's shown more, but if what I got out of the interview from Dante Pettis was that he's trying to figure himself out mentally, how to deal with criticism, how to deal. Because I think he lets people affect him, not just the coaches, but what he reads on Instagram and all this crap. And he needs to learn how to block that and just focus on what's at hand. I think if he gets that taken care of, he's going to be very productive on our offense. And Trent Taylor, man, it's not going to say he's healthy. You're right. He has shown that he belongs in the NFL, and he can do a lot, and we need him. We need all the guys. So we need him physically and mentally, man. So, but as long as the potential is there, that should be encouraging to all the Niner fans that and what you guys said real quick, I want to mention this. A lot of people want these big names, but you want to run a system, because if a player gets hurt, you can plug him in with a different player with that same system and for the most part, not miss a beat. You don't want to kind of be the type of team that you have all these big name players. If they go down, you're in trouble. What's your guys' thoughts on that?
Mike?
Man, I totally agree, man. I mean, this is the difference between championship teams and everybody else. Championship teams have depth. Championship teams have the ability to replace next man up, and they can be consistent. It's not about being great every day. If you're going to have bad games, you're going to have some low-scoring games. You might get scored on some. It's about being consistently good. That's all we need to do. We don't need Dante Pettis to be Jerry Rice.
Yes.
We don't need Dante Pettis to be Debo Samuel. We need Dante Pettis to be Dante Pettis. If
Yes.
what he does is get separation and he has speed, if he can utilize himself in that punt return, kick return, whatever, that's what we need. His strengths to excel. Why did we draft Dante Pettis for? We drafted him because we need a receiver. He's quick. He can do some routes. He can get separation. He can do some kick returns. That's what we need Dante Pettis to do. And if that's all you can do, then be the best damn kick return on this team or for this team that you can be. Be the best damn receiver that gets separation. Just be the best you can be in what you're asked to do, and that's it. That's all we need out of you. We don't need you to be Jerry Rice. We really don't. We have George Kittle. So be a good co-partner. I mean, be the Robin to George Kittle. Let him be Batman and you be Robin.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
Being Robin. A lot of people, they focus too much on trying to be Batman, but in that scenario, you need Robin is needed as well. So be the best of yourself. Don't compare yourself to nobody else. Don't try to watch how everybody else is doing. You see what your best traits are. Focus on your best traits and try to bring them out and be the best version of yourself as you can, and you should be fine. Mentally, do you guys, not to change kind of subject a little bit from offense to defense, but do you think Kayla Witherspoon kind of runs a little bit like Dante with the emotional part of it? Where his play,
that's a darn good comparison.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
On the field, he's good. When he's on, he's on. But when he gets into his head, you can just see him kind of slide back. You know what I mean? And so hopefully these guys can take care of the mental part as well as their physical part, and just dog out there, man. Just go out there and play, and that's what we need. But so yeah, that's it's an interesting take though, how the mental part takes a lot reps as well as the physical body. So you need to be there in there mentally. Have you guys heard anything of? I heard Nick Bosa got hurt. I don't know if that's
not true.
Okay,
no.
So it was more like he just took a day off type of thing.
Yes, he did.
Okay, guys. So so good to know.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. I'd love to see Mike give a response to this. I feel like I'm not gonna have anything to say after I put this out here, but I want to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Mike, Earl Thomas, go.
Hmm.
All right, I'm gonna say it like this, man. What do you value, character or talent? We've already had character prospects, Antonio Clown, other wide receivers with character issues. We didn't get them. This is not about salary cap. This is not about money and financial room. This is simply about character. If I remember when he was getting out of Seattle, going to the Ravens, prior to being picked up by him, a lot of our fans wanted him so bad, and now here we are talking about him again down the road.
One
There's a
year
reason
later,
for that.
only 1 year.
1 year later, yeah,
Yep.
there's a reason for that because if he went there and had character issues, if he departed and had character issues, and we're still wanting this, we got to remember we have a locker room with a cohesive unit that everything's not perfect, but it's damn sure it looks close to it. And guess what? We got to the Super Bowl without him. Let's not forget that. So if you value the locker room, the cohesiveness of this team, because don't underestimate character issues. It can affect the team. We just went to the Super Bowl. We're
Yep.
trying to go back. Now, if he comes here, like there are people out there who wanted Des Bryant, character issues, Antonio Clown, character issues. I mean, it doesn't stop. Now we talking about acquiring damn I don't slip his name Earl Thomas. So that's my whole point. We got to value our locker room first. And I don't believe that bad character supersedes talent. I don't care how talented you are. Look, Antonio Brown's a prime example. In his position, it's arguably that he's the best wide receiver in the game, right? His talent is top notch, but his character supersedes his talent. Why would you want to risk that on this team? It's not necessary to bring in somebody with those issues. So send him to Dallas with everybody else, and we'll keep it moving. Now,
Yeah.
if he comes to this team, he has to understand his role. I don't know how we're going to do any different than Seattle and Baltimore. I just don't.
Yeah, and to add to that, Seattle, as much as we hate them, they're not a bad organization in the locker room. Baltimore Ravens is a good locker room president as well, and if he can't behave in those two type of organizations, not that ours are worse, but
No.
again,
Yeah.
as an example, if this water is not good, and it's not me, it's the water that is polluted, and I drink of it, I'm not gonna like it. No matter who drinks from this water, they're not gonna like the water. So because I'm not the one with the issue, it's what's in the water. So with that said, I know a lot of you guys want Earl Thomas because you guys see what he can do on the field, which is understandable. You guys look at it as like what he can bring as a player to the field, but you guys tend to forget how much damage he can do as well in the locker room. If he brings disruption, chaos in the locker room, I don't care how good he is in the field if everything's breaking down in the locker room. So you don't want the type of cancer. I rather deal with a decent, okay safety like Jimmy Ward that is respectful and loved and cared for in the locker room than a very good, talented Earl Thomas that can't even get along with his own peers on the field. I think that's why they got rid of him at the Ravens. I think he got in a fight or he was getting in fights. I'm not too sure what the situation was, but he couldn't get along with his peers. Why would you want to bring that to the 49ers?
Yeah, and I'm gonna piggyback on the back of that as well. I'm gonna go back to when we talked about Antonio Brown being on the two of the Super Bowl winningest franchises in the history of the NFL, and they wanted nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
The Raiders, who look like they're turning over a new leaf, wanted nothing to do with him. Now, let's move on to Earl Thomas, who the Baltimore Ravens have shown over the last several years, even through two different coaches, to be a quality franchise, and changed up quarterbacks and everything. But they have shown to be a quality franchise over the last decade and a half, maybe even more. And then you look at Seattle, who ever since they've had their current head coach have shown to be a quality franchise. Why in the world, if these franchises don't want him, I mean, they're just letting him go. I mean, they're not like trying to get the best offer for him or anything. They're just letting him go. Goodbye. Good riddance. Why in the world would you even think about him?
Yeah.
They don't want him. What's wrong with him? I mean, we already know what's wrong with him, but yeah. I mean, that should right there should stop you from even asking the question.
Yeah.
What do you think about Earl Thomas? There's nothing to think about.
That's the
He's
biggest
trash.
red flag ever.
Yeah, he's trash.
Yeah. What? Yeah. It's
If other teams are putting him in the dumpster, why would we dig in the dumpster and grab him?
yeah. Exactly. Even if the
Plus,
what's
man, not to mention, man, we still got young guys back there, behind Jimmy Ward, like that. Obviously, we don't know what kind of step they take this year, but they're going to be improved. So they might be really, really solid for us, man. Like we can't just give up on our young talent either. You know what I mean? We got to think, man. We just drafted some of these guys that's developing. How do we know what we have as far as investment if we just go out here and get a guy who's proven, but who also has off the field issues? Put it like this: if he didn't have his character issues, he wouldn't be available.
very good point.
Just think about it. Why is he being available so easily and they don't even want nothing for him, like Nate pointed out, because they know his character sucks.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to take that chance.
The Ravens tried to trade him.
Of course.
And nobody.
And what happened?
They had to release him.
There you go. No team wanted to trade for him.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
They wouldn't even give a 7th round for him. Nothing.
Somebody's going to try to be desperate and might take him. Obviously, he's a talent enough to go be on a team, but it's going to be a team that is not in Super Bowl contention. I guarantee you that. They don't want to risk that, bro.
Like the Cowboys.
There you go. Like what I say earlier.
Yeah. The Cowboys have a lot of talent. I don't know what their coaching staff is going to be able to do with it, because obviously the coaching staff they had before this year couldn't do much with it.
Yeah.
So maybe this coaching staff change will make Dallas a different team. We got to sit back and wait, fellas. We don't know.
Cowboys still suck, though.
But if they have it together and they can pull those dudes together and get them to work as a unit, they have enough talent to be a problem for a lot of teams.
Yeah, no, they do. I think one of their weakest part of their defense is their secondary. So if they add a safety like Earl, can really because I think they added Poe, they added Aldo Smith, they added Griffin for that front line. So they're building that defense. They're not going to be nowhere near as good as our defense, but they're trying to follow. I think a lot of teams are trying to follow the trend of the Niners defense is, because they know if you pressure that quarterback.
Hey, and shout out to my boy Corey. They added a backup quarterback in Andrew Dalton.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, they made him a backup now.
It's where he always belonged.
Yeah, he was always a backup from there. Yeah, I remember when he was drafted. They drafted right before Kaepernick got drafted, and all the Niner fans like, oh my God, he was like the second coming Joe Montana. I'm like, he's not going to be good, especially going to Cincinnati. He's not going to be good. So we'll see what this kid in Cincinnati can do. Hopefully they don't hurt him. There's a team that is known for quarterback killers. What team is that? Real quick. There's I can't remember the team, but quarterbacks go there and die, man. Is that Cleveland? Cleveland, okay. Cleveland, okay. I knew it was a team. I just couldn't remember. That's terrible.
Shoot. And if you look from about 2004 to about 2009, yours truly.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to mention ours. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep ours out of the loop. So yeah, man. So yeah, I'm happy with what we have. I love our locker room. I really do. I really like our locker room. I love the way the players support one another, how they have each other's backs. Man, there's a good there's just a good aroma going in that locker room. You don't want to bring anything to disrupt that, man. Everybody has each other's back. If it ain't broken, why fix it? In my thoughts. So
Here's an analogy, Beto, to shut all that down. I'm gonna say it like this: if you're an employer at a job and you have a good, clean track record, you come to work on time, you barely take off, and then they hire someone in your same position, they probably pay them a little more than you, and their track record is horrible. They call out all the time. They say they're sick, but they abusing the leave. But because they're a good performer at what they do, they're getting rewarded for their performance and not condemned or having some type of, condemnation for their off the job performance. How would that make you as an employer feel if your company hires someone like that?
That's trash.
You'll be
yep,
pissed
And
off. And then your work ethic and everything that you stand for, you'll be like, man, how do you think that's going to make those other safeties feel?
very
Just
good
think
point.
about
Yeah.
it.
and
Think
now
about it, bro.
I'm going to piggyback off of that, Mike. Uh, the reason, I don't know if people know the reason why they don't want him, but I'm going to get into a few of the details.
Okay.
Not because of that fight that him and his teammate had a couple of days ago. That was the straws that broke the camel's back.
Okay.
I mean, hey, if you go to, you look at these training camp nonsense, there's always a fight here and there. People fight. That just happens, okay? That's part of the game. It does take place. Well, not to mention that he was missing team meetings, not showing up for practices, coming late to team meetings, just totally disregarding what they were trying to get done there. And I mean, they got a damn good team. They don't have time for that crap. If you want to be part of this, then, you need to be all in. And, he was acting like, he was bigger than the whole unit in a lot of respects. So, of course, he's a headache. He's a pain in the butt. He's got to go. And other teams are aware of that, just like I'm aware of it. I mean, the other teams know. That's why they're like, I wouldn't give up a 7th round pick for his ass. That's
Yeah.
why he got released.
Yeah. When your character outweighs your talent, that's pretty bad. When your character is worse than your talent,
Absolutely.
teams don't need, no teams need that, especially the 49ers, because all it takes is one, like Mike said earlier, and when they say it as well, all it takes is one idiot to damage everyone else. One bad fruit, it'll just mess everything else up for the rest. And like you said, if I'm a player, and they hire Nate for the same position as me, and he doesn't, he's a better player than me, but he slacks. He comes in when he wants to. He goes to, like Mike was
Not
saying,
gonna happen.
if he slacks, if he doesn't care about what's going on in class, and I'm sitting there, I'm watching, I'm paying attention, I'm doing my part. Yes, Nate's more athletic than me, but I'm working hard, and they treat him better because of what he can do. That will mess me up. That's going to bring me my morals, my not my morals. My morale down. I'm like, you know what? Forget this team. They don't appreciate me, and it's going to bring my play down, and that gets infectious. So you don't need that type of thing going on. That's what people don't realize, that happens, and that happens quickly inside a locker room. The other players,
man.
like, if they don't tell him nothing, why should I do it? If they don't yell at him, why should I come on time? He comes late.
Are the Niner fans that want this dude, are they really saying that he's bigger than the franchise? I mean, because
Come on now.
if you heard all of that, like, look, bro, we set a damn standard, okay? We are the NFC champs. Let that sink in. We are the current NFC champs and the runner-ups in the NFL currently, okay? We set the damn standard. So when you come on this team, you will be in line with our culture. We're not adjusting for you. If you feel like you're bigger than team, then go to Dallas. If you feel like that, this team needs you that bad to where you can just disrespect what we got going here and we made it without you, we don't need you. You come on this team, you get in line, you play your role and execute and go home. That's it. That's what we're about. And the 49ers better not, they have shown the history of not caving into anybody. I don't see why we would now. You know what I mean? I don't see him coming here. I break that now. He come here, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, me too. I'll be surprised, and to be honest, I'll be pissed at John Lynch. But I don't
I,
think John Lynch will be the type of person that he's not going to bring that in. He's not going to bring that in.
I mean,
I don't think he's the kind of character.
I'm not gonna say I'll be pissed. I'll just say if they brought him in, then they better have some talks. It better be some expectations. It better be a 1 year trial or something. It gotta be to our advantage.
But
And
Mike,
I just don't see it.
he went to the Ravens and blew it there.
Of
I mean, he
course,
can because you
of
know
course,
he's going to tell the Niners everything the Niners want to hear.
of
But
course.
unfortunately, his resume does not cover what you know. How does that go? You goes your ass can't cover what your mouth is writing, or
Well,
however that.
you're gonna have people out there that says Sherman plays with us. Maybe he can get him in line.
No.
That's what people are hoping on. They're hoping that Sherman can kind of talk him into being committed to this year. But good luck with that.
Yeah, it's just I just he just brings too much baggage. I love what he does on the field, and he's not the same guy, and we don't need him to be the same guy as he was in Seattle. I'm clear on that, but he's still not the same guy that he was in his younger years in Seattle. And on top of that, you add the crap that he put upon himself with his character. It's just a no win-win situation. It's not a smart move, man. It's like you can buy a Corvette, but if there's no damn engine inside of it, what's the whole purpose of it? You know, or a defective engine. Bad analogy, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So it's just let's stick with the players we have. Let's continue to develop the players we have on our roster. Tavares Moore.
I am a big Tavarius Moore fan.
I like Moore.
Why keep his development down by bringing someone like Earl Thomas when you can continue to develop him and see what we have in him? We're dropping him for a reason. Let's see what's in the kid, man. Let's just play. I know as soon as somebody gets cut, somebody becomes free agent. It seems like all the Niner fan base, the majority of the Niner fan base wants to bring him in. They still want Clowney to come in. It just makes no sense to me.
Clowney's a different character. Clowney is injury prone, but you never heard anything about Clowney's character. He just wants too much money.
Yeah, I think his is a financial issue.
Yeah.
If he was
that,
yeah,
with the issues we're having with
I would
Dee
take
Ford,
Clowney if he.
that's
Yeah.
probably not a bad idea. But it has to be for the right price, of course.
You think Clowney would eventually, realizing that no teams are picking him up, would bring down his asking price, or do you think he's sitting there like somebody's going to get hurt? There's going to be a desperate team sooner or later. If I stick to my guns, somebody will take me.
Well, I don't know, maybe, but yeah, I'm not sure. I really don't know. I mean,
yeah, no, I hear you. What's going on, Brian? Welcome to the show. I don't know if you've been here before or not, but welcome to the show. So we're coming closer to the end of the show, guys. We definitely want to keep it up within an hour. I know it's definitely late for a lot of you guys in the East Coast. I know it's definitely late for my brother from another mother, Florida, Mike. He is in the East Coast, so he's 3 hours ahead of us. Fridays we can probably go a little bit longer because there's a weekend, but we got to keep it on schedule. But do you guys want to take a couple of Q&As towards the end of the show, guys? Or we got about 5 minutes left.
Yeah, well, what's the questions?
yeah.
What we got out there with the fans? What's the temperature out there?
And now, if you guys are gonna bring some questions, guys, please keep it within the topics that we've been talking about.
Don't go left field on us.
Yeah, don't go left field. Don't. Yeah, so stay within the perimeter of what we've been in discussion all night. Please don't go to left field because your question will not be part. And I normally don't read them, so I'm gonna get myself in the habit of reading them before I bring them up. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose the best question that I think is good and bring that up or comment. And let's see here. I'm trying to. If you guys want to keep talking while I go through these, I want to censor these.
Hey man, I'm gonna say this while you doing that. So this is real quick. I'm just getting this off my chest because there's still some talk about some people. I don't even know if they Niner fans are posing as Niner fans, but they're going out here and they're like, our window might be small. We might not get back to the Super Bowl. We done lost the last two. Can we ever win? Listen, the last two Super Bowls that we played in, okay, they had something in common. We didn't have the first Super Bowl. We didn't have a starter playing the whole season. He came in week 8, beat Chicago Bears, led us to a Super Bowl. Didn't even play a full season. The second Super Bowl was our first year. Was Jimmy Garoppolo's first year as a starter for the whole season. You know what I mean? So both seasons had something in common. Both quarterbacks were green. Bottom line, Kaepernick and Garoppolo. So I'm not saying that that's the reason why we lost, but I am saying our window is not based upon the first year of a full-time starter and a half of a season. Our Super Bowl window is not based upon those 2 years. We got to understand this team is built for the next 3 to 4. So we just renewed Kittle. We got Lynch, Shanahan. We in good hands for a while. Now that our window is expanded some more, we have to execute when we get there. I believe we make the playoffs every year for the next 3 to 4 years. As long as we make the playoffs, we always have a shot. So let's stop looking at, we're 5-2. There's so many franchises that don't even have a Super Bowl. There's some franchises, as me and Nate talked about earlier, that went 4 times in a row and lost. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you're a Bills, you know what the acronym stand for. Boy, I love losing Super Bowls. That's what they do. So bang, 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 9 a game. Yeah, so that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we're 5-2. We're in good hands. We still have more Super Bowls than 90% of the league, damn near. It's only the Steelers in New England. Us and Dallas tied, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I want to add to that. When you talk about the Buffalo Bills, that's a special group. Do you know that in the history of professional sports, that means worldwide, they are the only professional sports team to lose 4 consecutive championship games ever.
Oof.
Never happened in any sport, anywhere in professional sports.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a
No,
bad.
Minnesota being 0-4 is different. They did not lose 4 consecutive
Yeah.
Super Bowls.
Yep.
Theirs was split up. Yeah, so we're not talking about Super Bowl records. We're talking about 4 consecutive championship games.
That spoke so highly of how trashy the AFC was back then compared to the NFC.
Oh, yeah. But it also
And
told you how good Buffalo was over there in the AFC.
Yeah.
They just weren't good enough to beat the NFC, which was on a roll at that time, if you recall, because they won, like 13 consecutive Super Bowls or something like that, something crazy like that.
Yeah. Right, Mike.
I'm going to also say, too, the last 2 Super Bowls that we lost, it's not like we got blown out. They both came down to the wire. One of them came down literally to, I feel, a call away that should have won against the Ravens. The other one, last 6 minutes of execution. So it's not like we're losing games like you guys have. Some of you guys, like I said, I don't know if you're posing as Niner fans and trolling and whatever, or if you're really Niner fans, but the talk that I'm hearing, you know what I mean, of us losing the last 2 Super Bowls and then like, man, can we ever win? We on a losing streak. Man, calm, relax. Like, those Super Bowls weren't in the same coaching tenure teams. They're 2 different teams. Shanahan, Harbaugh, 2 different situations, but a lot of similarities as far as the quarterbacks being green. So what I'm saying is, now that we're built for an expanded window in this team, let's give it time. I don't believe that I don't believe we'll lose. If we went to Super Bowls for the next 3 years straight, I doubt that we go 0-4 like Buffalo. I seriously doubt it. So our season's coming. We're going to get our 6th Super Bowl. I believe Kyle Shanahan will get us a Super Bowl.
Quest for 6, baby.
I believe that. Whether it's this year or next year, I believe as long as we're healthy, when we get to the playoffs, I believe we will get our 6th Super Bowl.
Yeah, I agree with you. So let's answer a couple questions. This one is a simple one, so I'll answer it, and then we have the one underneath it. I'd like Nate to answer it because I know this question doesn't. Let me read mine. The first one says, "What the word on DJ Jones?" For what I've read and heard is that his shoulder is fine. They thought it was a shoulder injury. It's not a shoulder injury. He's fine, but he did suffer a concussion, and what he's going through right now is a concussion protocol. is what he's going through. So his shoulder's fine. He could have played the next. He could have practiced the next day if it wasn't for that concussion that he took. So he's fine. And then I'm going to read this question. I want Nate to answer it because I don't think he's regressing at all. I think he played even better. But you answer it. Do you think that Jimmy Ward is regressing, and will he be part of the team in the next 2 years? What's your thoughts on that, Nate?
Well, first of all, is he regressing? As long as he's healthy, he's good.
Yeah.
So at this point, I've heard nothing about injuries to Jimmy Ward, knock on wood, because, he does have a history of injury, but when he is healthy, he is fine. When you're trying to say, will he be part of this team in the next 2 years? I don't know what the draft brings us. We might upgrade that position to some crazy height, and maybe 2 years from now, he's not here. I don't know. That's impossible to know. He's not some superstar, but he's a good player. He's solid. And for the price that we've got him for, he's gonna man that safety position unless they opt to upgrade it. Or unless one of these guys sitting behind him just comes out of nowhere and becomes this Pro Bowl caliber, all pro caliber safety, you know. And outside of that, no, he's pretty well entrenched unless we make another move.
Yeah. Mike, I'm going to have you answer this question. From your point of view, obviously, the question is asked, how do you all feel about Arizona?
The same way I feel about that iced tea. I don't like it.
I love it.
So honestly, I'm not worried about nobody on our schedule. As far as Arizona, I mean, they present a formidable matchup, but keep in mind when we played them last year, I think a lot of our fans are worried about Arizona because we're hearing that they're improving, that they might exceed expectations. If we had 7 teams last year, Arizona probably would have been the 7th seed, all this and that. I don't know,
Rams.
but oh yeah, the Rams. That's right. They were the 3rd. My bad. But bottom line is we've improved as well. Like, we're not understanding, bro. We've improved. We were injured when we had played against Arizona. We had some injuries that we dealt with. So keep in mind, D Ford wasn't even there. Like I said, we had some key injuries too. So I'm not worried about Arizona. I'm worried about us executing. If we execute, I'm not really concerned with Arizona like that. I mean, will they be improved? Sure. Kyler Murray, he's on the up and up. Good for him. They drafted well. So what? We're still a better football team. We still should beat them.
I agree. Go ahead, Nate.
To piggyback on that, what are people missing about our team?
That's a good question.
I mean, we are one of the youngest teams in football. A lot of the guys that you saw perform well last year are only going to get better this year. So what makes you think that some team makes a couple of moves and all of a sudden, they're no longer in the rearview mirror? We looking at them? No, we're still getting better.
Exactly.
And just because they got better, maybe they closed the gap a little bit, but we're still better. We're not standing still. We have made some upgrades just
Yep.
in retirement of Joe Staley for Trent Williams. That's an upgrade. No matter what any of you think, Trent Williams is a better player than Joe Staley was last year, and it's not even close.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to add on to that. We have not lost anything. We've only gained. So we have gotten tremendously better. Trent Williams is prime example. We got McKinnon back. We got Taylor back. And Garoppolo's going to be better. I doubt he gets any worse. He's going to be better. And our team in general, we lost Buckner, but we have Kinlaw. And we are able to retain more of our depth pieces. So I think we're a better quality team. And, Kinlaw, I don't know how long it's going to take for him to adjust this year, what he's going to do. But I do believe that he has some potential down the road, if not instant, this year, but at least down the road, to probably be better than Buckner. We'll see. But right now, we don't need him to be anything but what he can be. And if he can just be a disruptor and do the best he can, that's all we need. He has 2 edge rushers around him, a Super Bowl championship roster built. dude, we're ready to take off. We've gotten better too, and we got some players that are coming back that didn't play last year. So we're upgrading and better too. This ain't the same Niners team that played Arizona last year. Just like they're not the same team, we're not the same team either. So the question should be, what does Arizona think about us? Because last time I checked, we're the NFC champs. They're the NFC chumps.
Yes, that's right. That's right. We just want to let everybody real quick, so we're getting close to the end of the show. Please follow us on YouTube as we're going to try to be building. We're going to start building our YouTube channel as well. We're going to be having most of our shows on YouTube. So if you're not part of the YouTube channel, go to YouTube, please, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as we will be doing most of our lives on YouTube. I'll be posting that YouTube link here on the page, but we definitely want to build our YouTube channel, guys. So go to YouTube under Niner Sickness, subscribe to our channel, like, and also hit the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time we go live as we continue to build our YouTube channel. So quick commercial, as Nate likes to call it, back to the normal programming. I had to throw that in there, Nate. Sorry. But let's see here. So yeah, let's see here. We'll read about 2 more questions, then we'll call it a night because it is getting late, and you guys are amazing. Nobody's bringing up any comments. They're bringing more. I mean, nobody's asking questions. They're just commenting. Let's see. So anything you guys you want to say to close up shop, guys? Get something off your chest, or you guys want to add as we come to a close?
Hey man, I'll just say this, man. Let's keep faith in the what we're doing as an organization. I'm hoping the Niner fans do not go and condemn Kyle Shanahan, and because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. We're gonna go off. We're gonna have a good season. We're gonna play well. We're gonna have some games where we have a little off, like we did against Atlanta last season. But for the most part, we'll play well. When we get in the playoffs and the whole season, the talk is gonna be, can Kyle Shanahan finish? So I'm preparing Niner faithful now to get in the mindset to understand the agenda that these sportscasters have. Their job is to just report to get a story. They're not reporting facts. They like to report to get a story. Sometimes they'll bring in facts, and then a lot of times they're bringing entertainment. You got to learn how to separate the two. They're going to come in and talk about Kyle Shanahan does this before. He makes good calls, blah, blah, blah. But when he gets in the playoffs, they're going to turn on him. Telling you that now because they're going to bring up Atlanta. They're going to bring up this recent Super Bowl loss, and they're going to try to pressure our public to say, Kyle, you have to win. If you get back there, you have to win. Yeah, he has to win, but not because he made some mistake or whatever. So let's just focus on our team one game at a time. Stop, block out all these people who ain't Niner faithful, who ain't down with us, and have confidence in Kyle Shanahan, bro. I'm telling you, man, the dude is legit. Without him, where would we be? I love Kyle Shanahan. I'm glad he's our coach, and I believe that he's gonna win us our 6th Super Bowl.
I agree, and I also to add to that, I love the hiring of John Lynch as well. I think John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, and I'm not trying to take nothing away from Kyle Shanahan, but I love what John Lynch has been doing, how he's been structuring everything in the front office, and I just love the way how they team each other up, and they make iron sharpens iron, man. So they take care of each other, and as long as they continue to do what they do, it's just going to benefit us, the Niner faithful, and our team. They don't make no rash decisions. They don't just go after anybody. They do their homework, and they made a couple of mistakes when they first came in to the organization, and they learned quick. John Lynch learned what not to do quickly, and I've seen nothing. I haven't seen those same mistakes from him that much anymore. I see nothing but positive things from him. So we're definitely going in the right direction. Yes, we suffered a couple of injuries, and we're going to have to pull through that. But like every other team, they go through the same thing. We just got to make sure that next man up steps up and does. As long as they do their job, Kyle Shanahan will put them in a position to be successful in the system that he brings. You just show up, do your job, don't be a crybaby, and if you take criticism, take it, learn from it, and grow from it. Don't get all pantsy on us and want to have tea. Drink a cold beer and shut up and come for the next play. We don't have nobody young, I hope. So with that said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. You guys have been amazing watching our live. Continue to watch our lives. We're going to have another live on Friday. Come Friday. So Mondays and Fridays, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We just started a bit late today. I apologize. But again, just want a quick reminder. Follow us on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Any closing thoughts?
Other than I'm hearing this thing about thoughts on Verrett. Verrett hasn't played an NFL game, but you know what? 3 or 4 snaps that he got lit up on last year in about 3 years.
Oh yeah, you get.
I don't have any opinions on he's healthy in practice. Okay, who cares? When he starts playing NFL football, then ask me my opinion. Right now, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not what you did for me. It's what you can do for us now, not what you did in the past. Or
I don't care what you do in practice. So what?
Yeah. No, but it's so true. Yeah, because you can be a all pro practice
player,
practice guy, and then play like crap.
The game. Yeah,
and get burned left and right in regular games.
Yeah. Not interested in your practice player, Jason Verrett.
Let's see what he does against. If he gets playing time, let's see what he does against the Cardinals, against the Jets, and then we can come back to that discussion. And then you guys can bring up that question, and we can give you a better answer to that question.
And I will have plenty to say at that point once he plays.
Yeah.
Good, bad, or indifferent.
You're right to answer that. So how about you, Mike?
I mean, I said what I said, man. I understand that there's going to be a segment of fans that still watch these cronies on TV. I'm just hoping, man, our Niner faithful understand. Honestly, I don't even care no more. Kyle Shanahan wins the 6th Super Bowl, they'll come back. They're going to wisen up. You know what I'm saying? Yep. If they don't understand what we got in Kyle, like all these people talking about run the ball, do this, do that, they still talking from what they're hearing from these cronies because they comparing the Atlanta season to the last year. And what they don't understand is Jimmy Garoppolo was damn near 90% in completing his passes until the last 6 minutes of the ball game. They stack the box. We run the ball, go 3 and out. Then you'll be saying pass the ball. We was one overthrow away from Sanders to increasing our lead to 17 points. So at the end of the day, man, they batted the ball down. It is what it is, bro. They made a play on the line. So what? We run the ball. There's no guarantee we get first downs. They start stacking the box after the run with Mostert or whatever. So it is what it is, man. Like it didn't go our way. It's the last 6 minutes. It didn't go our way. We was winning the whole damn game, but the last 6 minutes didn't go our way. We're talking about 6 minutes, bro. 6 minutes, and you're going to let a whole season of what Kyle Shanahan did be superseded by 6 minutes? Y'all got to be kidding me, bro.
What are we going to do?
Come on, man.
Go out there and get somebody like Chip Kelly to replace?
Yeah.
Want to get Tom Sula back?
Yeah. I mean, come on. When you start talking about replacing a coach, the first thing you have to do is tell me who you're going to replace him with and how is that going to benefit us, make us better going forward. If you can answer those questions, then we can talk. Until then, why even bring up the fact that, replacing him? Because he looks like the best guy for the job right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. Atlanta's hating they ain't got him. I bet you that.
Yeah, we can always bring Dennis Erickson back, right? Yeah. So anyway, what's up, Julian Vasquez? New to the show. Welcome. Since you are new, first time here, I'm gonna give you one of these. I'm gonna give this to Julian. Julian, I'm gonna give you a all gas no brakes patch. I'm gonna give you an all gas no brakes patch for being a new viewer of the Niner Sickness podcast. Hit me up, send me a DM, and we'll get your information, and I'll send you out a all gas, no brakes patch just for watching our show for the very first time. That's how we do it here on the Niner Sickness podcast. All right, guys, we're going to call it a night. It's always a pleasure, man. You guys have a wonderful rest of the night. Have a wonderful week. And we'll see you guys on Friday.
Later.
Down the middle, 1-0 Jimmy G. All hail, this is that franchise revive. Panoramic view, tailgates, flood Levi. Orderly coming for their quarterback supper. Grizzly competition ends on pronto. We the 49ers till we Golden Gate reppin'. Sherman with the pick six, quick two-steppin'. O-line, whole time, eating at the goal line. Use check, looking like he bore none, cosign. George Kittle down the middle, straight baller. Frontline McGlinchey, that's a mauler. Tailgate, Empire, forefathers. Niners since birth, that's my son and my daughter. Hot boys, not a hot boys, baby. Empire.